Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp. It is Sunday, April 25th, 2021. As you may be able to hear, it's a little bit early on a Sunday this week for me. But I am here with you, and I am happy to be here. If you're new, please be sure to check out my website at lisahopp.com for all about the sessions I provide, my books, and any upcoming events. And if you're returning, thank you so much. Thank you for all of your feedback and support. I appreciate it so much. How are you all this week? I hope you're well. The rain is clearing out here in my home studio in New Jersey. I think it was a very good week overall for me. It was a week of good things happening, good overcoming evil a bit this week, hope, belief, and also it was a good week for me as a manifester of the life that I wish to create. I hope that all of you know that you as well are the grand manifestors of the life that you wish to have. That is what free will is all about. It is about the ability with your powerful mind and your powerful will and your powerful imagination. It is your free will, your gift, to be able to create your future. You are setting up today the life that you have, the life that you will have. So our topic today is, you are what you believe. Because when we are manifesting our ideal life, or our life in a habitual way, actually our life is often set up by the residual and habitual thoughts, feelings, and emotions that we have. You wake up every day, usually, with the same thoughts, the same beliefs, the same emotions, often the same schedule. And what you often don't realize is that you are creating your future each day. So the future is often created without you even realizing it. So let's say, for instance, excuse me, I have to clear my throat, sorry. So let's say, for instance, that every day you wake up saying, I hate this job, and I just want to get to the weekend. Every day there will be a reason to hate your job, at least most days. If you wake up every day wishing that you could hit the lottery, you never hit the lottery. Number one, you probably aren't playing, because many people say that and don't even really play. And this is not saying that you should, by the way. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying that oftentimes, from what I hear from people, is that, oh, I wish I could hit the lottery. How often do you play? Oh, I don't. Generally, when you say you wish, it means that you don't think it's possible, that you don't believe you can. So if you don't believe you can, you get what you wish for. That's why it's often heard a very wise statement. Be careful what you wish for, because you will get it. So when you say, I can't afford that, it becomes a reality. When you say, I have to stay here because of these circumstances, it is your reality. Now, as I tell you every week, for those of you, thankfully, who listen every week, you know that I am not judging you. I'm not blaming you. I just want to constantly remind you how powerful you are and that you can change your life. You have the ultimate power to change your life. So if you don't like it, change it. So how do you change it? You start out with your beliefs. Now, in the teaching program, in the life coaching program that I teach, which is based on the best-selling book, Infinite Possibilities by Mike Dooley, we start out working on your thoughts, because your thoughts are the easiest to start out with. Even though you have thousands of them a day, you have a trend with your thoughts. You have an overall emotion with your thoughts. So we start out working on your thoughts, and then we go to your beliefs and emotions and spiritual foundations, actions that are important to take, not necessarily in that order, but thoughts are first. So your beliefs are based on the habitual thoughts you have, which bring about your perceptions, which form your beliefs, which then form more thoughts and emotions and perceptions, which bring on more beliefs. It's like a circle. But you can always change your beliefs. So the first thing, which is very important to do, is to pay attention to what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and also to understand you can change your beliefs. You are what you believe. So today, if you want to believe something different than how your life looks, start walking around like it's true. Yes. If you want to be a millionaire, start walking around like you're a millionaire. Now, does that mean that today you go to the car dealer and buy the Bentley? Probably not. However, can you go to a dealer and can you test drive most of the time? Can you shop online for your car? Oh, yes. Can you go to, in most times you can go to an auto show and sit inside your ideal car, or at least check it out. You can visualize yourself in it and all the smells and feel yourself driving it. That is becoming what you wish to have and to be. That is stating, my beliefs have changed about this, and I have this. If you want to be an ideal weight, walk around feeling you are already at that ideal weight. Look at the clothes online or in stores that you will wear when you're at that ideal weight. Then you'll notice something. You'll notice that people say to you, have you lost weight? They are feeding back to you what you have put out. So that tells you it is becoming a reality. So let's say it's the opposite, that you reached your ideal weight, but you've been struggling a little bit to maintain it, or you're feeling, whether you're maintaining it or not, that you're not your ideal weight. Maybe you feel a little bit bloated, or you feel guilty for foods that you're now eating again. And then somebody walks up to you and says, are you gaining weight again? And it hits you hard because you're already fearing that you have. They're only feeding back to you the beliefs and the emotions and the thoughts that you've been putting out. So all you have to do is change them. Walk around and feel, I am my ideal weight. Speak, I am my ideal weight. Wear those clothes with comfort and belief that you are still maintaining your ideal weight. You see, it doesn't matter what you eat. It only matters what you think and feel. It's true. You can maintain that ideal weight as long as you're in the moment of feeling it, thinking it, believing it. Another thing that we do is about wellness. You walk around talking about your allergies all the time. Do you walk around fearing that you will get COVID? What you fear, you attract. It, once again, does not mean it is your fault. We just don't understand how powerful our beliefs and thoughts and words are. But remember, you can always change them. Always. It takes work, it takes focus. It takes, when you slip up, grabbing it and reversing it at that moment. So let's say you're walking around and you're doing pretty good. And then one day you accidentally slip out and say, I can't afford that. You just grab it and say, I'm in the process of affording that. It changes it immediately. It changes your perception, your belief immediately. So you're back on track again. Our subconscious beliefs are very strong-willed. They're embedded within us. But remember, we can always change them. You know who knows this? The happiest and most successful among us. They wake up in the morning early. They recite their statements, their affirmations, in present tense. They visualize, they meditate, they pray. They then eat according to their ideal lifestyle. They exercise because that's what they do in their ideal lifestyle. And then, a few hours after they arise, they start their workday. They lay the foundation when they wake up in the morning for their ideal day and their ideal life. Do you do that? Or do you wake up, jump out of bed, jump into the shower, grab a breakfast going out the door, get stuck in traffic, have a habit every day that you sometimes say, I wish would be different. It can be different. All it takes is walking around your world, feeling it's free. It's free. Feeling wealth, feeling health and well-being, making sure that you think and you talk like the person you wish to become. Now, beliefs sometimes are last. I've seen people, heard people. They'll make a point to talk the talk, but you can tell they're not believing it yet. Maybe they're just doing it in front of me, and a lot of the time they're not really feeling it, not really talking like that. Beliefs can be very diligent. But if you keep it up, and you keep it up for just 3 to 4 weeks, you will see a change in your everyday life. I went to a course online last week just to reinforce myself, because the greatest, most successful people among us are always getting mentoring, are always learning. They wake up and they read. They learn. They do that too. So I know that's very, very important to keep working on yourself, to keep reprogramming your past self. So I took a course about an hour a day in the morning, and I did an exercise just to see how it would go. And because I wanted results. I'm not going to tell you specifics because that's personal. But what I did is I chose a daily earning that is larger than what I currently earn. And I walked around all day, beginning with reciting it. 5 minutes, sorry. 7 minutes was my gratitude letter, which I'll talk about next. But I would wake up and 5 minutes in the mirror, I would recite it over and over again. I am so happy and grateful now that I'm earning blank a day. And then I would type a gratitude letter for 7 minutes every morning. And I still do that today. I always did concentrate on gratitude, but I made it the 7-minute mark like my teacher instructed, rather than maybe 3 to 5 minutes. Whatever you do is beneficial, so keep that in mind. If it's a 2-minute gratitude letter, that's fine. So when you write the gratitude letter or type the gratitude letter, and this is in the book I wrote, Take These Steps Now to Change Your Life, which is available on Amazon. And it's only $7.95, so check it out. When you write or type your gratitude letter, you blend in what you wish to manifest with what you're currently grateful for. So I wrote, I am grateful for waking up, for my hot cup of coffee, for all that had gone well the day before. And then I blended in. I'm so happy, grateful for this and that and this and that and all those things that are not physically in my life right now, but that I'm manifesting. I blended it in as if I already have it. Present tense. Well, it took 3 days. 3 days of looking in the mirror and saying, I'm so happy and grateful that I'm earning this a day. And I'm so happy and grateful during my gratitude letter. 3 days later, not only did I make my financial goal, but I surpassed it by a huge amount. And it's still happening. Sometimes it's not the exact amount every day. Sometimes it is 2 days that make up that amount. Meaning, if I make a certain amount one day, the next day I'll make an amount to make up to 2 days. So the average is still there. It's fun. It's also very good in a way that you feel financially free and lighter. And when you feel financially free, you can be more generous. You can help others more. You feel like you can focus on service even more because you have that empowerment, that freedom to do that. It gives. And then I realized, whoa, if this works with the material life, it's going to work with health and wellness. It's going to work with relationships. So I added in, now I'm working on that. And I will receive results. Because what you put out, you get back. I want you to remember that, by the way, because in this world, sometimes sometimes it's really hard to be in this world, isn't it? When we see people we think are getting away with things, or when we think we see that justice isn't happening, or that it might not happen. When we see that someone is getting things that we work really hard for and we're not getting as much, remember, you don't want to focus on what you don't want. You want to focus on what you do want. So stop paying attention to what makes you unhappy and start milking your ideal life, your ideal thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs. Focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. And I have to say that a lot of time, what you think is going on is not going on to the extent that you think it's going on. We always have to make sure about our information. We're at a time right now. We're at a cosmic time right now where there is new energy arriving on this earth. For the better. But it is bringing out of us all of our darkest energies. Yes, you've seen it. Notice that people are just like driving, for instance, like they don't care. Not everyone, but a lot. They're just running red lights and cutting people out and just being who they are. That's who they are. And it's not everyone. It's just noticeable because it's escalated. But we'll say everyone and all because of the escalation. Have you noticed that your loved ones, some of them, are now racist? They always were. They just hid it. There are some, and I don't know how to word this. I don't know how to just not come out and say it, so I'll say it. Many of us know people that are dealing with the extensive beliefs of conspiracy theories. They'll swear there are many in a state of delusion. And they'll seem, a lot of them, as if they're not, as if they're healthy-minded, as if they're fine. Yet they're stringent, they're just so embedded in beliefs of things that are not happening. And it's escalated actions at times. And they really believe that what they're doing is correct and right. And by the way, no, I'm not just talking about politics. Paranoia, fear, when there's nothing going on, really, truly, it's not really a large amount of going on to be a reason for that. It's part of what needs to rise up to be healed. And so, yes, it even applies to mental health. It's been there. below the surface. And now it's coming up. It's been extracted. And it is those that you always thought were of sound mind, are gifted in some way. Beautiful people within, a lot of the time. Good people, but not seeing the world in a state of reality. I don't know quite what to do about that part, that last one, because I don't even know if it's one for therapist. I guess you just have to wait and just wait for time to show that the evidence doesn't add up. It's very difficult to have it as a part of our world that we live in, and to be within those that we know. It's very difficult. All you can do is be loving. And make sure it doesn't rise to anything overtly dangerous. These are times when that which was darker within us needs to rise up and be replaced by all that is good and light. And it will happen. And there is little bits of light now. Moments when you see the future. Moments when there's just, you see our truest selves. When we get it right, as a society, as people, as a soul. Good will always overcome evil. Good and justice always wins out, even if you don't see it. It's nice, though, to see it, isn't it? It's nice when we get to see it happen. And one more thing I'd like to say. Be careful when you judge, because you are not in that person's story. You are not inside their body. You have not lived their experiences, any perceptions they have acquired through them. You weren't there for what they endured. Yesterday, it's a lot of scripture on social media from people. Warning, judging, preaching. Be very careful. Because the mirror always reflects back. And those who are judged are judged. Those who are hateful will receive hate. Those who are cruel will receive cruelty. Those who think that they are above others will hit rock bottom most likely at some point. It's just the way it is. It's energy, and it works on its own. But wonderfully speaking, perfectly speaking, that same energy is what you can work with to achieve your ideal life. Put out what you want back. And like me, have fun with it. When you go to the job you don't like, just take a minute, center yourself, and feel and think yourself. And even if you can, see yourself in that ideal job. And if you don't know what that ideal job is, get to work on it. Create it. You have all the power. When you're driving in the car that's got the rusty rims and 100 or 200,000 miles on it, and you know it's going to go at some point, feel, see, smell yourself in that ideal car. Enjoy it. Feel it under you. Be first person. Enjoy where you're going. When you are dealing with a health condition, focus on healing as if you're already healed. Focus on inner health and well-being. I am healthy. I am healed. My muscles are perfect. My nerves are perfect. My bones are perfect. My blood is perfect. I am in perfect working order. I love my body. When you focus on wellness, you will have some success. It may be harder even than focusing on wealth or love, because you might be experiencing pain or other conditions. So you have to center and not focus on that, which is so easy to do, but focus on what it would feel like to be completely healthy, to feel your best, and keep that feeling and focus going at least 5 minutes a day, if not more, as much as possible. Pretty soon you will see results. You were not born with beliefs. Beliefs were given to you by your parents, other family, teachers, news, society. Not against news, as long as you're actually watching news and not entertainment. And because you were not born with beliefs and they were given to you, you can always reprogram them. Talk the talk. Walk the walk. Love your life. Love yourself. Know what you're worth. Know what you deserve. And everything will change to a different more positive place. It works. Remember, the most successful know it. They talk how they want things to be. They walk with the vibration of having it. You are no less special than them. They use the tools. Use the tools. Let me know what successes you have. I love hearing them. It's fun. I love hearing others achieving their successes, achieving their happiness, achieving their ideal life. You are important. Let yourself have all that you would ask for. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Please be sure to like and follow me on Facebook under Spiritual Coach Lisa Hop. I thank you again and have a wonderful Sunday. Many blessings.